Brunson and Nelson, Brundle and Nelson, they go. Daniel Pettis, I think, and then there's 3 cars bashing out third. Down through Coram, and the leaders already coming in there with the first 2 having established a little bit of a lead over the rest of the field as they turn out of Murray's, for the moment out of our sight, but it's Kite who leads and comes through at the end of lap 1 with in second place was Liam McGill, in fact, in second. Spencer Stevenson up in the third. Max Edmondson coming through on a real charge. He's up to 4th place already. Daniel Petters being pushed back to 5th. In 6th place is Harvey Caton. 7th is Alistair Camp. And Josh Files, I'm afraid, Jack, is only back in 8th place.
Yeah, Josh Files not getting the best start to his race. However, as you say, Max Edmondson, what a brilliant start to his race, up 5 places in the space of 1 lap. So they come out of Palmer's and fire their way towards Agostini, and it is no longer Alex Kite that leads, it is Liam McGill into the lead of the race. So Liam McGill in front of Alex Kite. It is still Spencer Stevenson that's sat there in what is 3rd place, but I've got a feeling Max Edmondson is only going to get quicker and push and push and push, and that's what's happening. Josh Files is trapped up behind Alistair Camp at the moment, and obviously in front of Alistair Camp we've got Harvey Caton and Daniel Peters in their own little battle, and they're still side by side on the exit. Daniel Peters on the outside by the time we arrive at Oggies. Max Edmondson still doing what he can to hustle on Spencer Stevenson, but Alex Kite in his newly found 2nd place, he wants to try and get back to the lead.
Yeah, somebody else was running wide there. I think that might have been Daniel Petters who went off on the exit of Oggies, but he managed to keep going, although he was bouncing across the grass. And the leaders, meanwhile, hammering down the Bentley Straight for the 2nd time this time. I say it's a 15-minute race, so today's 15-minute race. So you do 7 laps. How many they managed this weekend, but up at the front, Alex Kite, Liam McGill, I should say, in the lead of the race, opening up a bit of an advantage between himself and Alex Kite. Then it's Spencer Stevenson with Max Edmondson crawling all over the back of him, and Josh Files trying to make up some places in that next battle, which is very close together indeed. So McGill comes through then in the lead of the race. Alex Kite comes through 2nd, Spencer Stevenson is 3rd, Max Edmondson 4th, Josh Files has fought his way to the head of that next battle, in fact, so he is up in 5th place, and will now see if he can get away from that battle and close in on the leading 4 cars. So through Wilson's, back down the hill from Wilson's in towards Palmer's then, and Josh Files now on a bit of a charge. You can see Max Edmondson up ahead of him, so Edmondson and Files, the 2 leading runners, running at the moment in 4th and 5th places. Not quite yet nose to tail, but Josh Files certainly on a charge.
Max Edmondson has managed to get through and past Spencer Stevenson, just as you were talking, out of view as well in towards Palmer's. I think he was later on the break. So Max Edmondson, he's up into 3rd place, and he's already applying that pressure onto Alex Kite. He wants to get back into 2nd, or he wants to get up to 2nd place through Hamilton slightly slower. That allows Spencer Stevenson to close the gap once again, but later on the breaks is Max Edmondson. He's all over the rear bumper of Alex Kite. Josh Files will see that unfolding up the road and will want to become part of that as soon as possible, just so he can hamper any further inroads from Max Edmondson. But as they head onto the straight once again, the Bentley Straight up towards Bundle and Nelson, it's still Liam McGill leading the way ahead of Alex Kite, then Max Edmondson, Spencer Stevenson and Josh Files. They disappear out of our sight, but it could not be closer for those final couple of steps on the podium.
Indeed, and those are the 3 cars that are battling it out for the championship as well. Max Edmondson, Josh Files and Spencer Stevenson. I think those 3 out in any order will, but both of them still have the slight thought in their side, and Alex Kite ahead of Max Edmondson saying, once you get up into 2nd place, challenging around the outside of Coram. Leeds is braking very, very late, so he can get up on the inside of Murray's. That's a very dangerous move, because he's putting Alex Kite in a great deal of jeopardy there as he goes up on the inside. of Alex, and he seems to have come through unscathed. So it's McGill coming through in the lead, Edmondson second, and then 3 cars side by side for third place, with Josh Files just ahead of Spencer Stevenson. Alex Kite, poor old chap, elbowed down to fifth place.
Yeah.
And I've got a feeling that might have been the result of Max Edmondson being a bit physical going into Murray's. Didn't actually see it, but it was one of those moves you could just see coming.
Yeah, so Alex Kite down into what is fourth place. It could very quickly become fifth, because Josh Files, brilliant move around not only the outside of Spencer Stevenson, but also Alex Kite on the run in towards Ritchie. So Josh Files up into the podium places, up into third, and is still now chasing down Max Edmondson. Liam McGill leading the way by quite some margin. We've still got 7.5 minutes of the race remaining, so plenty of time for this to all unfold. But Spencer Stevenson, he's going to be rather annoyed with that one, because he was there and trying to work his way through and past Alex Kite, in fact in front of Alex Kite I think at the time, and then it all came unravelled on the run towards turn 1. But we've got to keep an eye on Max Edmondson and Josh Files, because they're getting closer together, and both of them are going to be fighting for that win.
Yeah, and keep an eye as well as Liam McGill, because he's looking for his first win of the season. Best result he's had so far this year was a... where was he? He was fifth in the first race at Brands Hatch, but hasn't scored a podium yet, and here he is leading the race. So Liam Gill with an advantage of 1.5 seconds when they started this race. Edmondson, Files and Stevenson in second, third and fourth places as they cross the line.
And all three of them for Area Motorsport as well. So at the moment it's an Area Motorsport 1, 2, 3, and that last thing they will want to do is come to any sort of unnecessary contact. But for the moment, Area Motorsport will be over the moon with the 1, 2, 3 that's there. However, they get to decide in which order they take that 1, 2, 3.
Yes, fast experience shows that pretty much every man for himself. 13 cars hold they're the same team. They team orders upon them coming through. Then Liam McGill coming up this time to complete 4 laps. 8 minutes elapsed on the clock, nearly 9